Hello, everybody. It is Friday, and I am here to do a reading for your Divine Masculine today. Hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you guys are ready for the weekend. I am certainly ready for the weekend. I'm excited about the weekend, actually. And I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys have some fun plans, or even if you don't have some fun plans to go out and do anything, I hope that you guys have some plans to just take some time to retreat and relax, maybe meditate. That's so good for you when you're on your journey with your twin flame, because we know how exhausting and overwhelming this journey can be at times, and we need that time to really be able to just chillax and put some things into perspective by getting out of the mind and just being the observer. We had a great live yesterday. The whole thing was awesome. So if you guys haven't had a chance to go check out that live, please do so. Also, if you like our videos, please hit the like and subscribe. It really, really helps us out a lot right now, and we really appreciate it. We got some great content coming to you guys. We also have our group call memberships up on the website. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the description box below. And group calls are going to start next week. So if you guys have questions about your twin flame or anything else on your spiritual journey, go check out our packages and get on the calls, because they're going to be really, really good, you guys. And we're super excited about them. So let's find out what is going on with your Divine Masculine today. Your Divine Masculine is just always so mysterious and elusive, right? And every time we think we've got it figured out, they do something. They switch it up on us. So today we're going to look at what is going on with our Mr. Masculine or our Mrs. Masculine, because, right, this is not a gender thing. This is all about energy, positive and negative. And you, Divine Feminine, are the positive generative polarity in this dynamic with you and your twin flame. So what is the purpose of the relationship with your Divine Masculine? Okay, we all know that the purpose of the Divine Masculine coming into your life is to cause you to have a spiritual awakening. But everybody's journey is different. Nobody's is going to be exactly the same. They're all going to look a little bit different. So what is the purpose of your experience with your Divine Masculine? Where is this going to kind of lead you in your awakening process? So, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine has come into your life to wake you both up from certain patterns of unconsciousness. So before you meet your Divine Masculine, you all kinds of different scenarios could have existed in your life. But the Divine Masculine comes in to shake things up, and you shake things up for them. So they come in for you to shake things up for you. You come into their life to shake things up for them. And it's to bring these unconscious and subconscious patterns up to the surface so that you guys can heal from them. Therefore, being able to create the life that you both want, and to collapse this duality that we all experience while we're here in physical form. So you and Divine Masculine may have certain kinds of similarities when it comes to some of these subconscious patterns. Now, how they manifest in the story of your lives might be a little bit different, and it might look different, but there could be certain things that are, related to debt. Maybe you both have a tendency to do kind acts for others, but they're not really reciprocated or returned. And so it becomes one-sided, where you're the giver, and then you end up with a lot of takers around you. And it may be a similar situation for your Divine Masculine. And maybe your Divine Masculine maybe even fell into this kind of taking type of position in your life in order to kind of wake you up from the fact that maybe your empathy is something that you need to balance and pull back a little bit so that people don't take advantage of you. So the purpose of the relationship and the purpose of you guys coming together probably has something to do with some of these old habits that maybe you just weren't even consciously aware of. There could be selfish people surrounding the both of you and taking advantage of you in different ways that are really causing the both of you to struggle. Okay, so These are some things to stay aware of as you're going through your awakening, and to be very present and watching these patterns, like watching them so that you can identify them and then let them go and replace them with something new. This next card, ooh, that one just flew out of the deck. What are the blocks in this relationship? Interesting. All right, the blocks in this relationship between you and Divine Masculine. The blocks in the relationship are keeping you guys from what you both really truly want, which is stability, a family relationship that is, where you're really bonded with someone, where you feel like they get you and they feel like you get them. This is what you guys want so badly, but have been unable to really manifest properly. Maybe you're both picking partners or have picked partners in the past that have appeared to maybe be able to offer this kind of experience for you, but then ended up falling short. And so the blocks that I see causing this to not happen have a lot to do with this first card, which is why the two of you have come together, so that you guys can face these blocks together. Now, even if you're experiencing physical separation, that doesn't mean that you're not overcoming these blocks together, because you guys trigger each other. And that's the point of all of these triggers, is to see what the triggers are. How do you even know what your triggers are if life doesn't give you what you need and show you what these triggers are, so that you can let them go, so that you can manifest the life that you actually want? So your twin flame comes in and just triggers you, and you trigger the heck out of them, which is why they, run away from you. And that gives you guys time and space to be able to overcome these things. Again, you're still doing it together, even if on a physical level, you guys are not even really hanging out that much. Those triggers and those things are still there for you guys to look at and to overcome. So look at all the stuff that's happening here. Be in the seat of the observer. Watch it. Be present with it. And know what your bullseye is. Know where it's leading you to, okay? And these are the things that once you overcome, these things are just going to start popping up in your life, Different people will come into your life, and you'll have these experiences and these leveling up moments, and you'll start to see that all of a sudden things are like falling into place when you can identify these limiting beliefs and then eliminate them, okay? Or transcend them is a better word. Okay, so guidance for this relationship between you and your Divine Masculine. Guidance. Let me just shuffle these a little bit. What is some guidance for you and your Divine Masculine? This one just kind of leapt out too. All right, so the guidance for you guys, for both you and your Divine Masculine, is to not let bitterness, feeling jaded about how things have been, frustration, anger, being unwilling to look at things. Don't close yourself off. Don't let coldness take you over. Don't let bitterness stop you from being able to transcend these things. Grab onto your hope. Grab onto your faith. Go in and listen to your intuition, and let that be your compass, and let that guide you back to that center point in your heart. Faith is your fortune, Divine Feminine, and faith is also Divine Masculine's fortune. Now, you are going to be consciously going through this. You know what's happening. You're very aware of this spiritual awakening. Divine Masculine is unconscious, but they're still going through an awakening. They're just not aware of the fact that they're going through an awakening. They don't see it that way. They just see it as like practical life experiences that are helping them like learn and level up. They do know, however, that all this stuff started for them to like really unfold once they ran into you, once they met you. And they do know that you have a profound effect on them, and that things kind of just happen when you're around. But they don't really know why. They just don't understand why this happens whenever they're near you or around you, or why you've had such an impact on them. But let go of those things that, like those emotions and those fear-based, blocks that stop you from being able to look at what you need to look at, so that you can transmute it and let it go and bring into your life what you want. Now, What is this probable outcome for your current situation with Divine Masculine? Now, this is just for your current situation, kind of like where you're at right now. And like, what can you expect in the very near future to kind of happen with you and your Divine Masculine? Will you guys run into each other? Will they call you? Will they respond to you? You know, are they going to break up with their karmic? Are you going to end up going into a situation where you're finally single and free and able to pursue something in life that really brings you happiness? What is the probable outcome? All right, the world in reverse. Permanence is going to be looked at. What is it that I really, really want? And what is permanence? In a world that nothing is guaranteed but change. What is permanence? You know, you're going to be like shaping a new perspective on what that is to you, what stability is to you. And because you're doing this, it's happening exactly on the same level for Divine Masculine. It's just not going to look the same because they have a different experience, different life, you know, different people in their life, different life story. But the lessons are the same nonetheless. It's just being looked at through a different filter through Divine Masculine's eyes. And so you guys are both going through this and you're going to be looking at this. You know, you're going to say, well, what are these unfinished lessons that I need to look at? What are the things that have been delaying me? And you're going to suddenly have like these giant shifts and moments of clarity. And when you're having them, you may hear from your Divine Masculine as soon as those kinds of things happen, like within like a short period of time. You'll hear something. Like if you're in back and forth communication, you'll hear something from them and you're going to be able to see how it correlates to this shift or breakthrough that you just went through. Or if you haven't heard from them in a long time, suddenly they're going to be like looking at your social media or reaching out to you through Messenger or showing up at your door or your place of work, or you're going to just somehow randomly bump into them at the store or something and you're going to be like, what the heck? You know, you just had this big breakthrough and all of a sudden you run into them. Well, I can guarantee you it's the same thing for them. A big breakthrough happens for them too. But again, they're not going to know, oh, this is a big breakthrough that just happened to me and it's because I'm on this journey. No, they're not going to know. They're just going to know that something profound happened and it changed and shifted their perspective and the way that they're looking at things. And then voila, they bump into you and they're like, oh, here's this person that kind of just always seems to like magically show up in my life at certain points in time. But they're not going to know why, and they're not going to question it either. At least not externally in a way that you're going to be able to notice and tell, but they'll show up somehow, some way in these moments with you, Divine Feminine. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card for you guys today. Let me see which oracle deck I want to use. Let's go with our Sacred Sights. No, let's go with the Oracle of Ascendance. I like this deck. This is a good one. So we're going to go with this one today. That's what my intuition is telling me. This card didn't want to pop out. Let me see here. All right. Let me shuffle these just a little bit. Again, if you guys would please hit the like and subscribe if you like our videos. We got a lot of great stuff coming. And we also have group calls. So please go check our site out, the-conduits.com, the-conduits.com. We've got Conduit of the Month starting soon. We've got interviews coming from other twin flames coming to you guys soon. We've got a couple series videos that we're working on, and we would love the opportunity to be able to talk with you in a group call setting where we can answer any questions that you guys like or have, and give you a lot of insight and material and guidance to help you along your journey. All right, this card just jumped out at me, so this is the one that we're going with. Been having a lot of that today. They just kind of are like flipping out of the deck. That doesn't always happen. Today we've had 3 cards that have just kind of flown out of the deck. So there's a message in here for someone. Here's your oracle card, Element of Air. Element of Air. In Wicca, air is typically the first element addressed, beginning in the east. Its symbol is the sword or a theme. Its color is yellow. Time of day is sunrise. Season is spring, and it rules the zodiac signs Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It governs the energies of the planets Jupiter and Mercury. Air represents wisdom and compassion, but it also represents the higher realms of creative consciousness. When it appears, interesting. That's where you guys are going right now, is to creative consciousness. When it appears in your cards, you are being asked to approach your situation from a place of wisdom and informed thought, not getting stuck in blame or anger or being jaded, okay? And so the question it asks you is, are you allowing yourself to simply jump into situations without thinking about them? Have you allowed yourself to make decisions too quickly? If so, be reminded that the energies of air can be accessed whenever needed and will help in making informed decisions. All right, so divine feminine and divine masculine. Keep this in mind when you're looking at your divine masculine, because this is their reading today, okay? But it always applies to you because you are the generative twin flame, right? And all change generates and starts with you, because you are the conscious, creative person in this relationship. You're the generative energy. It all starts with you. You're the positive polarity. That's where energy begins. That's where it's expelled, and it's only received by the divine masculine, which is why they're not conscious. Okay? You're the conscious one. You are the one with all the control and power because you're a badass divine feminine. So you're the creative consciousness that is creating everything. Whether you recognize it and understand these laws yet or not, it's still happening. And this is where we can help you, okay? We want you guys to be able to become completely conscious, badass creatives that are manifesting like crazy in this world and elevating consciousness, elevating the planet, and living the life that you deserve, that you came here. You get to do that when you understand all of this stuff. So let us help you out on that path. These cards are pointing divine masculine in that direction, to be in, that, to collapse that polarity. And you, divine feminine, you're figuring all this stuff out, and you don't even have to try. It's just being revealed to you because the universe loves you, and it's holding you in its hands. Okay, you've been initiated into that. So you're an initiate of the flame. You are an initiate of the flame. I love you guys. I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm super looking forward to your reading tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. Take care. Bye.